This Ballooncast episode has been retrieved from the website medium.com. The title is Don't Quit Your Job to Follow Your Passion, distinguishing between hobby, job, career, and vocation. Levels for intermediate. Let me just say, it's a privilege that we get this opportunity to think about quitting our job. Means that we have a job. That's a privilege. If you've been even remotely exposed to the self-help world, I'm sure you must have heard this idea that is being advocated for a long time now. This idea that if you don't like your job, quit your job, follow your passion, or whatever. I've put so much pressure on myself to follow my passion and make money from my passion, and I've come to realize that it's not as simple as it seems. Life isn't so discrete, and these decisions aren't just black or white. It isn't just one thing over the other. This is a message I feel like every person of this generation, and probably all generations to some degree, needs to hear, myself included. There are these 4 words that people confuse and sometimes interchange. This dilemma of whether one should implement the self-help advice of passion over job has been troubling me for a long time, and I think understanding the difference between these 4 words can just be the final piece of the puzzle. These are 4 different words because they are 4 different things, and unpacking their meaning is helping me find a way to be in the world and be happier. Number 1, hobby. A hobby is something that you do purely for pleasure. It is something that you do to prove that you are not just an automaton robot working in the machine, producing and consuming. Here is the wonderful thing about a hobby. The stakes are 0. The stakes don't matter at all. You don't have to make money from your hobby. You don't have to get famous from your hobby. Nobody has to know anything about your hobby. Your hobby just gives you pleasure and makes you feel like you're more than just a cog in the machine. You do not have to have a hobby, but it's a nice thing to have. It makes you feel like your life is not all about the grind. Number 2, job. Here's what you do have to have, a job. Out of the entire list, hobby, job, career, vocation, the only thing you do have to have is a job. You have to pay the bills. We live in a material world. Here's the great thing about a job, and it may seem counterintuitive when I say this. It doesn't have to be awesome. It doesn't have to fulfill you. It doesn't have to be joyful. It just has to pay. That's it. Now, look, if it's killing you, if it's toxic, then get out of it and get a better job. Just recognize that your job doesn't have to be your whole life. Your life can be outside of that. Number 3, career. Here is another thing you do not have to have. A career is a job that you're passionate about and that you love. A career is something where you are willing to make sacrifices, you're willing to work extra hours, you're willing to put your life on the line for this thing because you believe in the mission of what your career is. If you are in a career right now that you hate, that's terrible. If you are in a job that you hate, that's okay. But if you are in a career that you can't stand, my suggestion is that you quit that career and go get a job. You should love your career or not have one. That's completely how I feel about careers. Not necessary, but if you have one, make sure you love it. Otherwise, there is just no point. You are grinding yourself out for nothing. Number 4, vocation. The holiest, most sacred, most amazing and mystical pursuit of all, vocation. A vocation is a calling. Here's the amazing thing about having a vocation. Nobody can give it to you and nobody can take it from you. Somebody can take your job away from you. Somebody can take your career away from you. Nobody can take your vocation away from you. You have a commitment to your vocation that says, I'll do this for as long as I breathe, regardless if anything ever comes of it, and in the meantime, I'll just have a job. Elizabeth Gilbert, the author of Eat, Pray, Love, says that before writing became her career, for almost 7 to 10 years, she worked 2 to 3 day jobs at a time. Not a career, but a job, so that she had time to write. Now, quoting Elizabeth, here's the thing. My career as a writer might end someday. The publishing industry might end someday. Industries are being born and dying all the time. People might decide they don't care about my books anymore, and my career as a writer will end. My vocation will not. My vocation is a fire that I'll keep going. So if my career as a writer ends, guess what I'm going to do next? I'm going to get a job. And I'll keep writing in my bedroom like before anybody cared. Now, unquote. You do not have to disappoint your family and throw away your job or your career in order to follow your passion. If you have a hobby or a vocation, then you can live a creative, fulfilling life at the same time as living in the material world. In fact, that is the only way it has ever been done. Here are some questions to be discussed with your teacher in class. Number 1. Do you agree or disagree with the author's point of view? Number 2. How do you define those 4 words in your life? Hobby, job, career, and vocation. Number 3. How do you like Elizabeth Gilbert's insights? Number 4. Have you read the book Eat, Pray, Love, or watched the movie based on the book?